This is Period News. I am Shelly-Ann. Our lead story today: global progress on period poverty versus Jamaica's reality. Period poverty is the lack of affordable, reliable access to menstrual products, safe infrastructure, sanitation facilities, and accurate information about menstruation, often driven by economic hardship, stigma, and weak health and education systems. Period News, your trusted source for the latest stories shaping women's health. What's the worldwide impact of period poverty? Well, globally, at least 500 million women and girls are estimated to live with period poverty each month, missing school, work, or social activities, and risking infection, shame, and exclusion. This undermines gender equality, fuels cycles of poverty, and weakens progress on education, economic development, and SDG related targets. What happens when countries treat menstrual health as a right, not a privilege? Period poverty has far reaching consequences, impacting education, health, economic opportunity, and gender equality worldwide. The data shows just how serious this issue is. Education loss and absenteeism. In sub Saharan Africa, 1 in 10 girls miss school during their period, rising to 1 in 4 in some countries. Girls miss 4 to 5 days of school each month, up to 20% of school each year. In some regions, up to 30% of girls report missing school during menstruation. For context, in Jamaica, that estimate is about 22% of girls. The impact: this leads to lower academic performance, higher dropout rates, and fewer opportunities for these girls. Lack of access to basic needs. Period poverty is closely tied to inequality and infrastructure gaps. 500 million women and girls globally lack access to menstrual products and adequate facilities. 1.5 billion people lack sanitation, including private toilets. 31% of schools worldwide offer proper menstrual waste disposal. What impact does this have? Without safe spaces and supplies, managing periods becomes unsafe and undignified. What are the health risks? Without proper products, many are forced to use unsafe alternatives. Use of rags, leaves, and other materials. Increase of urinary and reproductive tract infections can occur. Impact: these health risks can lead to serious and long term complications. The economic and financial burden. Period poverty reinforces cycles of poverty. Menstrual products can cost up to 10% of annual income in low income settings. 1 in 3 women globally cite cost as a main barrier. The impact: many are forced to choose between bare necessities like food and menstrual products. The social and physiological impact includes stigma that continues to silence conversations. Around 20% of girls do not talk to anyone about menstruation. Many experience shame, fear, and isolation, and the impact limits participation in schools, sports, and everyday life. Of course, gender inequality is also a factor. At its core, period poverty is a gender inequality issue. Reduced workforce participation and economic independence, limited access to education, leadership, and opportunities are some of the results of period poverty. The bottom line: period poverty is not just a hygiene issue, it's a global development challenge affecting over 500 million people. It has a ripple effect across education, health, and economic empowerment, and addressing it is essential to ensuring that no girl or woman is held back by a natural biological process. The bottom line: period poverty is not just a hygiene issue, it's a global development challenge affecting over 500 million people. It has a ripple effect across education, health, and economic empowerment. And addressing it is essential to ensuring that no girl or woman is held back by a natural biological process. Now, what are some of the measurements governments around the world are implementing to tackle period poverty? Here are a few examples. Scotland, history was made with the Period Products Free Provision Act of 2021, the first law in the world to guarantee free menstrual products for anyone who needs them. That means access to schools, universities, and public spaces. No stigma, no barriers, just dignity. Over in New Zealand, the government rolled out free period products in schools, starting with the most vulnerable communities and expanding nationwide. In South Africa, menstrual products are now more accessible thanks to school distribution programs and the removal of the value added tax, also known as ending the tampon tax. And in England, while not fully a legal right, the government funds free products in all state schools. There are some states in the United States which, while there is no federal law, several states like New York and California are stepping up, making products available in schools, shelters, and some prisons. Now let's bring it home. In Jamaica and the wider Caribbean, period poverty remains a pressing but often under-discussed issue. Many girls miss school because they cannot afford menstrual products, while others rely on unsafe and unreliable alternatives. Limited access to water and private sanitation facilities in some communities further complicates menstrual hygiene management. Cultural stigma also discourages open dialogue, leaving young people without the knowledge and the support they need. Together, these challenges impact education outcome, confidence, and long-term economic opportunities for girls and women across the region. In Jamaica, there's no national policy guaranteeing free menstrual products. Instead, the fight against period poverty is being led by civil society, by people, not policy. Organizations like Her Flow Foundations are at the forefront, driving the End Period Poverty JA movement. Through product distribution, school tours, and education programs, Her Flow is not just meeting a need, it's transforming lives. To date, millions of menstrual products have been distributed across Jamaica, alongside critical education that helps girls understand their bodies, manage their periods with confidence, and stay in school. This work is strengthened through partnerships. Brands like Always, Kotex, Stay Free, Lasco Curves, among others, and local institutions like JMB Group, NCB Foundation, Digital Foundation, and others have supported distribution efforts, helping to get products into the hands of those who need them most. But it doesn't stop there. From schools and churches to social media campaigns, Jamaicans are stepping up, donating, advocating, and breaking the silence around menstruation. So here's the question. If other countries around the world can treat menstrual health as a basic right, why can't Jamaica? Jamaica has made incredible progress through community action. The time has come for the policy to catch up with the people. This has been Period News. I am Shelly-Ann reminding you that periods are natural, but period poverty is not. So let's end it. Period. Take care.